folks, and welcome to this episode of Jay's Tip of the Day. Well, it finally happened. We had the verdict last night of Michael Drejka. He was found guilty. I've been patiently waiting for almost 13 months because from the start of this, I knew this guy was guilty of manslaughter. After seeing the video when this first came out, there was no way this guy was going to walk and be found not guilty. So justice was served. He had his bond revoked. His sentencing will be sometime in October. He's looking at 1 to 30 years for manslaughter. Now, let me talk to you folks on social media who keep saying that he should not have been charged, let alone found guilty. You folks are completely ignorant of the laws here in Florida. What really scares me are the folks who are carrying concealed firearms who keep saying on social media that if they found themselves in the same situation, they would have used deadly force. Well, guess what? You're going to be arrested if you do the same exact thing. And let me tell you why. We have two things we need to talk about here. The stand your ground law and the state statute on the use of deadly force. They are not the same thing, folks. They are not. Let me give you a history lesson. Before 2005, there was no such thing as the Florida stand your ground law. If you found yourself in a parking lot, let's say, for example, it was 2003, and you're walking through the parking lot with a concealed firearm, and I came up to you with a knife and tried to rob you, you had a duty to retreat, run away, walk away, and flee. That's how the law was back then. The state statute and the use of deadly force was still there, but you still had a legal duty to retreat. And the reason being was because the Castle Doctrine only really stayed inside of your house, and it did not extend to public areas. Well, in 2005, when they passed the stand your ground law, it extended the Castle Doctrine out to all public areas. So now you no longer had a legal duty to retreat and you could stand your ground. That is it. The stand your ground law has nothing to do with the use of force or deadly force. It doesn't even talk about it. And the reason being is the state statute on deadly force was already written. It's the same as it was before, and it's the same as it is today. So don't get them mixed together because they're not the same thing. So you people out there that are saying that, oh, this was a stand your ground law. No, it wasn't. And all right, because I'm getting really sick and tired of this. The state statute on the use of deadly force, it's been in place for a long time. Let me tell you what that says. It says if you are in immediate and imminent fear of serious bodily harm and or death, you can use force up to deadly force. Again, you can use force up to deadly force if you are in imminent, serious bodily harm and or death. The caveat about that is immediate or imminent. It has to be happening right then. If you watch the video over here of Michael, when he drew his firearm, reported it at the victim stopped, was taking 3 to 4 steps back, and was leaving. He was no longer an immediate threat, and he still used deadly force and shot and killed the victim, and that's why he was charged with manslaughter, and that's why he was found guilty. It also didn't help that Michael had a history of doing this at the convenience store. He didn't have one witness for his defense. Everyone who was at that store, who saw the shooting and the confrontation, all testified for the state. Even the store owner testified for the state that he had warned Michael to stop coming to the store and stop threatening people with violence and even with a gun. So this guy was set up from failure from day one. You people who think that this was a legally justified shooting and you're carrying a concealed firearm, you might want to consider getting professional liability insurance. Go with USCCA or maybe Law Shield. Because if you think you're going to be able to do the same thing that Michael did and you think you're going to be walking the streets free, you're going to need a good lawyer. So go ahead and pay your $350 a year with USCCA because you're going to need a good attorney. So anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to close out my video like I do every video, and that is my motto: prepare the battlefield for success. Thank you.